Critica Cultura lecture series. Critica Cultura, under the vision and leadership of Dr. Lulu Reyes, is indefatigable in lining up first-rate and mind-blowing lectures such as this one we're about to hear. We have lost count of the lecture series. Critica Cultura, fondly called KK, has been organizing so far since its inception in 2003. Am I right? 2002. Okay. So today's lecture is about this book, Stage Presence. This is also the screen on the monitor. Conversations with Filipino-American performing artists. So before we go deep into the lecture, before we plunge into the lecture, allow me to introduce our guest speaker. Theo Gonzalez is no stranger to Ateneo University. He graced us with his presence some 3 or 4 years ago, and if I may recall, he gave 2 lectures, both sponsored by Critica Cultura, the English Department, and Philippine American Educational Foundation, or PAEF, as he was a U.S. Fulbright senior scholar in the Philippines with an affiliation at our university at Ateneo Manila. He is an associate professor of American Studies at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. He holds a doctorate in comparative culture from the University of California, Irvine. His numerous essays have been published in leading journals and publications such as Amerasia Journal and the Journal of Asian American Studies. He has been the recipient of Meet the Composer Award. Yes, he plays the piano and the drums too. And he was named a visiting artist and scholar at the American Academy in Rome. Today, he's going to talk about his latest book, Stage Presence, Conversations with Filipino-American Performing Artists. I'm much honored, friends, ladies and gentlemen, to present to you my mentor when I received a research stint in Hawaii, in the University of Hawaii at Manoa. So friends, let's all welcome Dr. Theo Gonzalez.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. Okay, today I'll be speaking about this book project, which is called Stage Presence. It's currently not available here in the Philippines, but we're working on that. Hopefully it will be published by the Ateneo Press in the next year. So what I can do is, this copy is actually for Marlu, but let's pass it around so you can take a look at it. Remember, that comes back to me. Lecture. It comes back to me. Okay, so I'll be speaking about the book today. The book grew out of my own dissertation research. I finished my dissertation at the University of California in 2001. And in addition to writing my own monograph, which will be published by Temple University Press also in the following year, I amassed a number of interviews with performing artists, folks that I had met along the way, and wanted to figure out if I could also publish that work, because many of them have never appeared in print before. So I gathered together 10 interviews, and the criteria loosely consisted around 2 main issues. The first was that I wanted to deal with performers who are recognized in their own right. The performers are in their own right, critically acclaimed as well as popular. So it was clear to me that they needed to be choreographers and dancers and musicians and theater artists of their own accord. Secondly, I also needed to make sure that I wanted to deal with folks that were leaders and mentors and managers of others, so that in addition to being theater artists, music artists, and dance artists as well, that they also were leading troops. They were band managers. They were leaders of groups. And so the emphasis here is less on art and more on the craft. I wanted to make sure that people understood the craft of cultural production. So 4 themes emerged, at least with these 10 artists, and I'll talk about 4 themes. I may not talk about all 10 artists, but I'll talk about 4 themes that have emerged And we can think about these 4 overlapping themes or choices that have been made by Filipino-American performing artists. So I'll go through them, these 4, and then I'll illustrate these 4 themes through video clips of the work of some of these artists. The first consists of Filipino-Americans paying tribute to their ancestors. And by Filipino-Americans, I mean people that are more or less in the United States. Those that are paying tribute to their ancestors, whether they be multi-generationally also in the United States or in the Philippines or wherever they may be. The second theme concerns reinterpreting the past or reinterpreting cultural traditions. The third consists of being on time or in the pocket, or however you may think about it. But what does it mean for an artist to be on time, to be able to respond to the moment? And the fourth theme consists of working in and against traditions. So we'll think about how 4 of these themes are adumbrated through the work of Filipino-American performing artists. So we'll start with the first one. We'll just go through all 4. The first then consists of paying tribute to your ancestors, or using art, culture, and ritual as forms of calling ancestors into the present. Using culture to remember ancestors. So I'd like to start with 2 examples. The first is by Pearl Lubangan. She's a 4th generation Filipino-American, born and raised in San Francisco. By the way, how's this audio? Is this all right? Or are we all right if how about if I not use the audio? Which is better? You know, like when you go to the doctor's office? This one? Or this one? Without the mic? Or with the mic? With the mic? Or without the mic? With the mic? Okay. With the mic. Pearl Lubangan, a 4th generation Filipino-American, born and raised in San Francisco. 4th generation. She's an award-winning choreographer and cultural activist known for her innovative community-based dance theater works and large-scale site performances that explore place, history, and cross-cultural dialogue. The Pearl Lubangan dancers and musicians, they were based in San Francisco's Tenderloin district, which was located right next to the capital, the city capital, and the civic center of downtown San Francisco. And it was also known as a tough neighborhood. You can think about tough neighborhoods. San Francisco has a number of them. And her group was located right in the middle of the Tenderloin district throughout the 1990s. And it held central to its mission the creation of work in alternative public spaces, as well as engaging children and youth, especially those with limited access to arts education. Lubangan has toured both nationally and internationally and is the recipient of many prestigious awards, including the McKnight National Dance Fellowship, the Isadora Duncan Award, as well as the San Francisco Bay Guardians Goldie. So this is an example of Pearl Lubangan's work, what it means to pay attention to your ancestors. Okay, so look, just I'll